Yo, yo, yo. Something in my throat. What's going on, boys? I'm back with another one. It's the last video of the night, man. Just wanted to tap in with you guys on something, topic that I wanted to discuss, that I wanted to kind of clear the air on, man. I've had a lot of people trying to talk to me about how, different types of, masculinity and embracing your masculinity, on semen retention. What does that mean, right? And then I've heard of some people like talking about how essentially it means to um, not show any form of weakness, which I think is bullshit. All right, I want to talk about vulnerability in this video, you guys. I want to talk about the power of vulnerability and how it is a superpower, especially for guys like us who, if you want to end up doing God's work and you guys are tapping in with God on a daily basis and you want to start being obedient to God and doing God's work, you have to be vulnerable, you guys. Like, you have to be vulnerable. Vulnerability, you guys, is a superpower to help you connect with other human beings, all right? To tell people about your story, to tell people about the things that you've been through, all right? If you guys have been through some shit, if you guys have been through hard times, childhood trauma, all different types of things, addiction, alcoholism, whatever, sexual abuse. There's many things under the sun that you could use, as you could flip it into a superpower, to allow yourself to get vulnerable, allow yourself to connect with other people, and essentially tell your story, bro. It's a very attractive quality, you guys, and it's bullshit if anyone says that being vulnerable is bad. As a man, you can still be masculine and be vulnerable. I believe that being vulnerable is a strength. All right, this is something that we're gonna learn along the way on semen retention. Stop caring about what other people think. Right, you stop caring about what others think about you. You're tapped in with God. You're very focused, and you get on your mission, man. And hopefully, it's gonna lead you to a place of being able to be vulnerable, being able to be authentic. Be your authentic self, and be able to speak about the things that you've been through. Speak about all of your past, man. That's what I do. That's what I like to use. When I was really going through my dark moments, my mom had told me, one day you're going to be able to use this story and to help people, and that's what I'm doing, man. With a lot of different things. You guys could even, if you guys are just on here for SR and not other spiritual stuff, I mean, just that alone is you could use that to help people. If you guys were that daily coomer and stuff like that, loading up the sites, that's a form of an addiction too, guys. Rising from that spiritual death of being a daily fapper, that's a serious business. You could pass on that information to someone else. Being vulnerable, talking about that is not the best topic, not the most fun topic to speak about. You know what I'm saying? But goes a long way. If you really want to, help people, if you really want to start pleasing God, you guys got to be able to lean into that vulnerability. Lean into the vulnerability and just own, whatever you've gone through in your life. Own it and use it as a strength, you guys. Vulnerability, man, is an attractive quality. It takes courage to be vulnerable, so it takes strength, right? It's like when you're asking a girl out, or when you want to tell someone they're attractive, you have to get vulnerable. When you want to ask somebody out, that you have to get vulnerable, right? And usually that other person, females, they respect that. When you have the courage to be vulnerable, put yourself out there, make yourself vulnerable, that makes you an attractive human being. And then with other guys, man, if you start telling them they're going through something and you can explain yourself to them and how you've been through what they're going through, and you can try to help them, that will also get you respect. So guys, don't fall into the trap of that. You're not supposed to show your emotions and get vulnerable and talk about things throughout your life. It's important for us to talk about this stuff, to share whatever we've been through, so we can help other people, and we can help raise the vibration of the planet, and we can help other people. All right, guys, that's my message for you guys, man. Vulnerability is a superpower. It's a strength. So lean into it and just be your authentic self, guys, and try to help people out here, because that's what's going to help people is people who have been through what they're going through. Nobody who's going through some serious shit is going to want to listen to some counselor or some therapist or someone who's never been through what they've been through. They need guys like us who have been through it and have the experience and have the knowledge to help them get through it. All right, guys. Much love. Hope you guys got something out of this. And I'm heading to bed, guys. I got work in the morning. All right, boys. I will talk to you later. Hope you guys got something out of this again. Much love, man. I got a lot of love for you guys. Obviously, do the whole like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. All right, boys. Much love. I'll talk to you guys soon, man. Hope you guys have a good day tomorrow. I'll make some videos, I'm sure, tomorrow. We got a podcast coming tomorrow, so you guys will be hearing from us. You'll be hearing from me. All right, boys. Later.